Welcome to Easy Way Commerce. Today we will discuss chapter 1 of class 11th accounts. And the name of the chapter is Introduction to Accounting. In previous video we have already discussed the definition of accounting. See, accounting process. Today we will be discussing accounting process. And the first step of accounting process is identifying financial transaction. The accountant has to identify the transactions which are of financial nature and the transactions which are not of financial nature. So those transactions which are of financial nature means transactions which can be clearly expressed in monetary terms are financial transactions, are also known as quantitative transactions. And quantitative transactions को book में note करना होता है. Qualitative transactions like loss due to strike and gain due to change of government, like this there are many other events which affect adversely or positively to the business. Those transactions and those events will not be recorded because those transactions are not of financial nature, because we cannot clearly calculate the correct amount of the transactions. So only those transactions are recorded which are financial transactions, means जिनकी हम financial जिनकी monetary terms में value calculate कर सकते हैं, correct value calculate कर सकते हैं. Second is measurement. See, all transactions are measured in monetary terms only. We cannot write the transaction in any other unit, like in number of units purchased or units sold, or in meters, liters. Suppose we are purchasing cloth and selling it, so we will not write down the final entry in meters or liters, or we cannot use any other term. We will write the amount of the transaction in only rupees and paisa or in any other currency. So under measurement, the measurement is done in terms of money, that is in currency, and as the transaction is measured, it is to be noted down somewhere. कहीं ना कहीं उसको note करना होता है. And the book, दो ही books होती हैं accounts में. First book is journal and the last book is ledger. So journal में note करा जाता है, और journal में note करने से पहले voucher बनाते हैं. Voucher एक form होता है जिसपे transaction की entry note करते हैं, date होती है, amount लिखते हैं, उसको sign किया जाता है. Voucher the person who prepares vouchers, generally accountant prepares, and it is a printed form. कंपनी के पास पहले से ही प्रिंट कराए हुए फॉर्म्स रखे होते हैं, उसमें सारा ट्रांजैक्शन का डिटेल एंटर करा जाता है. एंड फॉर एवरी ट्रांजैक्शन सेपरेट वाउचर इज मेड, एंड वाउचर का एवरी वाउचर इज गिवन अ स्पेसिफिक नंबर, एंड ऑल वाउचर्स आर अरेंज्ड इन सीरियल ऑर्डर. एंड फ्रॉम वाउचर, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द ट्रांजैक्शन विल बी रिटन इन वाउचर, एंड फ्रॉम वाउचर द ट्रांजैक्शन विल बी एंटर्ड इन जर्नल. Now, what is journal? The process of writing down in journal, writing down the business transaction in journal is known as recording. And this book is known as journal. And the other name of the book is the book of original entry, the book of prime entry, because the transactions are recorded in this book for first time. So all the business transactions are recorded for the first time in journal book only. This is the first book in which the transactions are to be noted down. And all the transactions are recorded in the order of date, in chronological order. First date के सारे transaction लिखने के बाद ही second date के transaction आते हैं. So the transactions are to be recorded in according to date. हाँ, कभी कभी क्या होता है, एक बिजनेस छोटा बिजनेस है तो एक बुक में सारे ट्रांजैक्शंस नोट कर सकते हैं हम डेट वाइज. But when the size of the business increases, तो इतने ज्यादा ट्रांजैक्शन हो जाते हैं, then because of that the journal book becomes very bulky. और एक बुक जब इतनी बल्कि हो जाती है तो उसको एक प्लेस से दूसरी प्लेस शिफ्ट करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है, और जर्नल से फिर लेजर में भी ट्रांसफर एंट्रीज होती हैं. सो जर्नल को इतना बल्कि ना हो, इससे अवॉइड करने के लिए जर्नल को हम डिवाइड कर देते हैं. सो व्हेन द business is very large and number of transactions is also large, so what happens, the business it divides the journal in different books. और ये सारे books हैं journal के subdivisions ही हैं, subsidiary, these are also known as subsidiary books or the subdivision of journal. First is cash book, second is purchase book, then sales book, purchase return book, sales return book, bills receivable book, bills payable book, and then journal proper. जब ट्रांजैक्शन रिकॉर्ड होता है तो अगर हमने जर्नल नहीं मेंटेन किया तो हम क्या करते हैं, ये सारे जर्नल मेंटेन करते हैं. और which are the books which are very important, we maintain those books, like cash book. It is generally maintained by all the business units. Purchase book and sales book. In cash book, only those transactions are recorded in which either the cash is received or the cash is paid out. So cash book records all those transactions related to any unit or any asset or raw material or payment of salary, receiving any income, sales of good, all the transactions in which cash is directly involved will be recorded in cash book. Then purchase book. Purchase book records only purchases of goods. Means goods are those items in which the business deals. बिजनेस, हम जिस चीज का बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, जो हमारा मेन आइटम जिसको हम परचेज करके सेल करेंगे, वो आइटम गुड, उसके लिए गुड्स टर्म यूज होता है. सो परचेज बुक रिकॉर्ड्स परचेज ऑफ गुड्स ऑन क्रेडिट बेसिस. आप परचेज करते टाइम इट इज पॉसिबल दैट वी मे परचेज द गुड्स ऑन कैश बेसिस, मीन्स हमने इमीडिएटली कैश पेमेंट किया और चेक से पेमेंट कर दिया और ऑनलाइन पेमेंट कर दिया, और we have purchased the goods but we will pay the amount later on. We can do like this. So these type of transaction, when we are buying the goods or selling the goods but payment is made or received later on, next day or after some days, this type of transaction is known as credit transaction. That means while purchases, the purchase can be cash purchase or purchase can be credit purchase, and this purchase book records only credit purchase of goods. Cash purchase है तो वो तो cash book में आएगा, but if purchases of goods are made and it is credit purchase, it will be recorded in purchase book. Similarly for sales, if there is a sale, cash sale, it will be recorded in cash book, but if there is a credit sale of goods, so credit sale क्या, that means cash is not coming in, so credit sale of goods will be recorded in sales book. Purchase return, when we sell the goods on purchase the goods on credit basis, sometimes we return the goods to supplier. So if we are returning any goods to suppliers, we will record it in purchase return book. Similarly, our debtors, means our customers, can also return the goods to us, but out of credit sale. So those goods which we have already sold, if any customer is returning goods to us, it will be recorded in sales return book. Then bills receivable book and bills payable book. These two books are not in your course. Bills receivable and bills payable are related to debtors and creditors. Means the mode of payment is changed. A bill of exchange is issued or accepted. So these books are maintained for those debtors or those creditors who accept the bill or whose bill we accept. So these two books are maintained. So these two books are not in your course. And last one is journal proper or general journal. Under journal proper, we write those transactions which do not come under any of the above books. Or means if we are not making one journal, that means we are making many journals. और अगर कोई transaction इन सब में cash नहीं है, परचेज से रिलेटेड नहीं है, सेल्स रिलेटेड नहीं है, परचेज रिटर्न, सेल रिटर्न, इससे किसी से रिलेटेड नहीं है, बिल से भी रिलेटेड नहीं है, तो वो ट्रांजैक्शन कहाँ नोट करेंगे, उसके लिए भी एक बुक होती है, एंड दैट बुक इज नोन एज जर्नल प्रॉपर, and or its other name is general journal. So the transaction which cannot be recorded in any of these books will be recorded in that is last book, that is journal proper. तो ये सारे ही जर्नल होते हैं, क्योंकि इन सब में हम इनसे रिलेटेड ट्रांजैक्शन फर्स्ट टाइम इन्हीं बुक्स में नोट करते हैं. तो दीज आर द सब डिविजन्स ऑफ जर्नल. जर्नल के बाद द transactions from these books are posted to, from journal the transactions are posted to the second book, that is known as ledger. लेजर सेकेंड बुक होती है और लेजर के बाद कोई और बुक नहीं बनती है. सो लेजर इज ऑल्सो नोन एज द प्रिंसिपल बुक ऑफ एंट्री और द बुक ऑफ फाइनल एंट्री. मीन्स इसके बाद कोई और बुक नहीं बनेगी, सेकेंड एंड लास्ट बुक. एंड राइटिंग द अकाउंट्स इन लेजर इज ऑल्सो नोन एज क्लासीफाइंग. क्लासीफाइंग मीन्स हम लेजर में हर अकाउंट को एक एक पेज अलॉट कर देते हैं, एंड जर्नल से उस पर्टिकुलर अकाउंट से रिलेटेड सारे ट्रांजैक्शंस उस पेज पे ट्रांसफर कर देते हैं. सो इन लेजर वी क्लासिफाई द अकाउंट्स अकाउंट वाइज. वी मेक इट लेजर अकाउंट वाइज. मीन्स सारे अकाउंट सेपरेट हो जाते हैं. और इफ वी वांट टू नो द बैलेंस ऑफ एनी अकाउंट, सपोज हमें ये फाइंड आउट करना है कि सेल्स का टोटल अमाउंट टिल डेट, व्हाट इज द टोटल अमाउंट ऑफ सेल्स. सो फ्रॉम जर्नल वी हैव ट्रांसफर्ड ऑल द ट्रांजैक्शंस रिलेटेड टू सेल्स इन लेजर. और लेजर में हम we can add the amounts and calculate the amount of sales. So it becomes very easy to find out the amount of any account when we make ledger. जर्नल में सारे अकाउंट्स डेट के अकॉर्डिंग होते हैं पर मिक्स्ड होते हैं, पर जर्नल लेजर बनाते टाइम वो सारे अकाउंट्स सेपरेट हो जाते हैं, अलग अलग पेज पे आ जाते हैं. अब जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल सेल्स, देयर विल बी अ सेपरेट पेज ऑफ सेल्स अकाउंट इन लेजर. अब if there is a cash sale, it will be recorded in cash book. कैश सेल है तो कैश बुक में अकाउंट अमाउंट उसका एंटर्ड होगा, रिकॉर्डिंग होगी. और इफ देर इज अ क्रेडिट सेल इट विल बी रिकॉर्डेड इन सेल्स बुक. बट इन लेजर व्हेन वी हैव वन सेल्स अकाउंट, एंड लेजर में कैश बुक से भी सेल में एंट्री आएगी, सेल अकाउंट में, और सेल्स बुक से भी एंट्री आएगी. सो लेजर कीप्स अ रिकॉर्ड ऑफ एवरी अकाउंट सेपरेटली. But this journal provides only the transactions on date wise, on the basis of date, and broadly these are categorized if we make subdivision of journal. So ledger mein, when we make ledger, the accounts are properly classified, and while making ledger we cannot calculate the profit and loss. We need to make some more steps. So ledger and the transfer of entries from journal to ledger is known as posting. The process of transferring entries from journal to ledger is known as, this work is known as posting. But ledger क्या है? एक बुक है जिसमें सारे अकाउंट्स नेम वाइज सारे अकाउंट्स हमारे पास मेंटेन है, उन अकाउंट्स में उनसे रिलेटेड सारे ट्रांजैक्शंस एंटर्ड है. Now from ledger can we calculate profit directly? No. We cannot calculate profit after making ledger. So ledger से हमें फिर और कुछ steps follow करने पड़ते हैं, complete करने पड़ते हैं to calculate the profit, loss or the financial position of the business. And the next step is summarizing. Summarizing means अब हम बुक्स की समरी बनाते हैं. एंड लास्ट बुक क्या थी? लेजर था. जर्नल से तो सारे ट्रांजैक्शंस लेजर में आ गए, एंड लेजर की भी समरी बनानी है. एंड लेजर की समरी होती है ट्रायल बैलेंस. सपोज हमें प्रॉफिट लॉस कैलकुलेट करना है 31 मार्च 2020 को, तो सारी एंट्रीज पहले जर्नल से लेजर में ट्रांसफर कर देंगे. फिर लेजर 31 मार्च तक के सारी एंट्रीज जब एंटर हो जाएंगी तो हम सारे अकाउंट्स का, जितने भी लेजर में अकाउंट्स हैं, सारे अकाउंट्स की बैलेंसिंग करते हैं. बैलेंसिंग मीन्स हम उसका एक डेबिट अमाउंट होता है, क्रेडिट टोटल होता है, उन दोनों का डिफरेंस कैलकुलेट करके सारे अमाउंट्स का सारे अकाउंट्स का एक बैलेंस, एक वैल्यू कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं. एंड वी राइट डाउन ऑल द अकाउंट्स विच आर देयर इन लेजर ऑन वन पेज, एंड देन वी राइट डाउन द बैलेंसेस ऑफ दोज अकाउंट्स. किसी अकाउंट का डेबिट बैलेंस आता है, किसी अकाउंट का क्रेडिट बैलेंस आता है. यू विल स्टडी इट इन लेटर चैप्टर्स. बस ये समझ लो for the timing that an account can have debit balance or it can have a credit balance. So either debit or credit. And while summarizing, we note down all the accounts on a page and we write down their balances. And then when at the end when we total the sides, the debit side and the credit side, the total should come same. And that is why the name of the account is known as the name of the statement. This is a statement. Trial balance is a statement which is the summary of all ledger accounts. It is a statement and its name is trial balance. Means इसमें debit and credit are always balanced. And if there is a difference, that means we have done some error in either posting or in recording the amounts, writing the ledger. Somewhere we have done mistake. And it is rectified, then the trial balance is corrected. Now, from trial balance, again we cannot calculate profit or loss. So, for calculating profit loss, we need to make some statements. And the second statement is income statement. Income statement profit और loss calculate करने के लिए बनाते हैं. Income statement में दो statements आते हैं, trading account and profit and loss account. And trading account calculates gross profit और gross loss. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट से ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट और ग्रॉस लॉस कैलकुलेट करते हैं. एंड आफ्टर ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट वी मेक प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. एंड प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट कैलकुलेट्स नेट प्रॉफिट और नेट लॉस ऑफ द बिजनेस. Then these two are known as income statements. Then after making income statement, that is after calculating net profit or net loss, still we need to know some more things about the business, that is the financial position of the business. That is कि business के पास कितने assets हैं, business की क्या liabilities हैं, वो profit loss statement से नहीं पता लगता. Profit loss statement से सिर्फ business को क्या profit हुआ है current year में और क्या, और if there is any loss, so what is the loss of the business, that only is calculated. Now position statement is also known as balance sheet. Balance sheet is a statement which is prepared at a particular date and in which all assets and all liabilities are written. So balance sheet में एक साइड में बिजनेस के सारे assets होते हैं और दूसरे साइड में बिजनेस के liabilities होते हैं. और in beginning all the liabilities are mentioned or after that all assets are mentioned. And if we add the total of assets and if we total the liabilities, the total of assets and liabilities will always be same. So the next statement, that is position statement, tells the financial position of the business, and financial position of the business means the position of assets and liabilities. That now from trial balance we make income statement as well as position statement. Trial balance से हम ये income statement और balance sheet बनाते हैं और इन्हीं को financial statements भी बोलते हैं, final accounts भी बोलते हैं और यही business का result है. Now after making position statement and income statement, profit loss calculate हो गया, balance sheet बन गई, then the data is analyzed and interpreted. So there are many users of accounting. Business के बहुत सारे ऐसे users होते हैं जिनको ये accounting information, ये profit loss और balance sheet, those who want to know the profit loss and know about the financial position of the business. So the data is then properly arranged, it is processed and it is presented in such a manner that the users, they can easily understand these financial statements, the business की क्या financial position है, what is the profit loss of business, and different they can assess it in different ways and they can take necessary decisions. So the data is analyzed and interpreted and then it is communicated to the financial information, these balance sheets and financial information, PL account and PL statement of profit and loss, these are communicated to the users and there are many ways of communicating the financial information. So this is the total process of accounting. The next topic is branches of accounting. Now there are many branches of accounting. The first one is financial accounting, and as we know that financial accounting means the accounting related to financial transactions. So recording of all financial transactions, then making journal, then making ledger, then after that making profit and loss statement, calculating net profit, net loss, gross profit, gross loss, and making balance sheet, that is assessing the financial position, the position of assets and liabilities. All this come under financial, and then communicating also to users comes under financial accounting. Then next is cost accounting. Cost accounting is that branch of accounting under which the cost of product is ascertained. कि प्रोडक्ट को हम मैन्युफैक्चर करने में या मैन्युफैक्चरिंग से लेके सेल तक उस पर कितनी कॉस्ट आ रही है प्रोडक्ट पे. So the cost of generally per unit cost is ascertained. Cost of product, cost of service, cost of process is calculated and ascertained. And under this branch the different types of costs are recorded. And the main objective of cost accounting is to have control on cost. And if a business is able to have control on cost को control कर लिया, then the business can increase its profits without increasing the sale price. This is sale price है. Nowadays competition is cutthroat competition. If a business increases sale price by even 1 rupee, then it may decrease the sales of business. So with the increase of sale price will decline the sale of business. So without increasing the sales price, if a business wants to increase its profit, so how can it increase the profit? It can increase the profit by controlling the cost or by decreasing the cost. And different techniques of cost accounting are used for having control on cost or decreasing the cost of a product or a service. So cost accounting deals basically with the calculation or ascertainment of cost. Next one is tax accounting. Tax accounting is that branch of accounting which deals with payment of tax, calculation of tax, then then collection of tax, and filing the different forms related to tax. Now, taxes basically nowadays main is GST. So the different forms which are to be filed for related to GST, then collection of GST, payment of GST. There is a lot of work related to tax in an organization. So all the work which is related to tax comes under tax accounting. Many organizations have different separate department, tax department. Fourth, management accounting. Now, management also requires many different informations to take different decisions regarding business. And the information which is required by management is information related to different departments, like cost incurred by different departments, then funds required by different departments, funds which are available with the company, then information related to expenses of different departments or total expenses of the business, information regarding sales. Like this, management needs many information. So under management accounting, the information required by the management is collected and properly presented for management, so that management can easily go through those information and take different decisions. And the system is known as Management Information System, MIS, Management Information System. Under this, management accounting is this system under Management Information System is made for providing information to managers under management accounting. Next is social responsibility accounting. Now, as we know, a business takes all its resources from society. There is a responsibility of a business towards society also, and many business nowadays, they fulfill their social responsibility also by doing some social work, like opening of schools, then opening of hospitals, opening of some libraries, public libraries, and they are doing many social activities. They are earning profits by their operating activities. Profit भी earn कर रहे हैं, but अपने profit का एक part वो society पे spend भी कर रहे हैं social work में. So under social responsibility accounting, it is assessed that what is the total responsibility of the business towards society, and how much business is spending on society for its social responsibility. Business की क्या responsibility है towards society, और business उसके लिए कितना spend कर रहा है, और उससे business को ultimately business का future में long run में business को ही उसका benefit मिलता है, business का survival होता है long run में. So social responsibility covers the benefits which the business is giving to the society and the social responsibility of the business. Next, the last is forensic accounting. This forensic accounting is a recent type of accounting. Nowadays we have heard about different types of crimes. Actually, under forensic accounting, it is a mixture of, you can say, financial accounting and forensic investigation agencies for investigating different frauds and the different types of cyber crimes. Sometimes investigating agency needs some financial information also. So, and providing information to forensic experts, those who are dealing with crimes, those who are assessing the crimes, or those who are investigating the crimes. So providing them the information and analyzing the information, this branch of accounting which deals with crimes related to finance, fraud, cyber crimes is known as forensic accounting. So these are the different branches of accounting. And now, do not forget to like and share the video, as well as do not forget to subscribe the channel.